Hello and welcome to another quick look. Me, GamerWolfSix, of a furry visual novel. This one, Chord Progressions, which is something I might do. Yeah, it's high on the list because they have voice acting, which saves my throat. Ooh woo. Anyways, before we start, if you're interested in playing this game, you can get it for free on itch.io, but if you want to support the people that make this game, and or get the newest version earlier, you can go to Patreon. $3 for 2 days ahead of, it being publicly released, and $6 a month for being 2 weeks ahead of public release. Hyena. Anyways, reset my face. Oh yeah, and hyena. Face. And start. Hello, Guido. Welcome to the public build. Thank you so much for playing build 1. Keep you here long. Do we have it on skip? Because that stuff is going by real quick like. Ah, there we go. One of the main features of our game is immersive messages. By clicking on certain keywords, you can opt to read an alternative passage of text. Or you can ignore the keyword and continue. Alternative passage? I see you didn't click that word. Oh! Fair enough. Click. This passage will contain extra text that will provide more detailed descriptions of the environment, character designs, or more insight about the main character's thinking. Ah, okay. An option for players who enjoy the escapism aspect of slice of life. If you don't care about the details and just want to advance the story, or if you're just here for the horny, no shame in that, it may be a good idea to skip these passages. Okay, just making sure we're past the first minute. Think those critical details will never be mentioned in any immersive passages, so feel free to pick and choose what you click on. Recommend readers reading the story aloud to an audience to skip these passages. I would recommend readers who are reading the story out loud. Why? Moving on. Secondly, you will hear partial voice acting in this game. That means some character dialogue will be voice acted, most will not. Bugger. But it do be like that sometimes. Again, if you're reading aloud to audience, it's best for you to give the options menu and turn on the voice volume slider so you won't get interrupted. I love being interrupted. Thirdly, if you are sensitive to certain content, please click here to see additional content warning to evaluate. Game is safe for you to read. What would that be? Okay, porn, eating disorder, classism, depression, drug and alcohol, workplace abuse, LGBT issues, mental health issues, racism, allegories, misogyny, blood, relationship abuse, suicide, self-harm, sexual abuse, neurodivergence, stalking, harassment, death, grief, dysfunctional families, homophobia, transphobia, pregnancy and childbirth, disabilities and ableism. But you will not see flashing lights, gore, incest, sexual assault imagery, racial slurs. Okay. You can also access lists from the About tab. If you have any questions, feel free to go to our itch.io or give direct messages to Total. Lastly, the game is a work in progress. A team of passionate amateurs who are continuing to grow and learn. Oh yeah, I should have probably made sure I was up to date. I think I am. Pick up where I left off. Click here. Wait, before I go, if you read the demo and would like to pick up where you left off, continue as Nomoo. Probably should have looked if I had the most up-to-date version. So just 0.3.3 and I'm like 141 if I got it right. Set face. Bliss. There's nothing quite like the bliss of being gently awakened by virtue of getting ample sleep. No alarm required. My bed is soft and supportive. The thick blankie and soft sheets are keeping me nice and toasty warm. In this moment, I have no duty to the world. I can bask in absolute comfort with no immediate obligations. Oh, and I forgot, if you want me to play this game, then tell me in the comments. so I'll put it up higher on the list compared to other visual novels that I haven't, already started. Unfortunately, I'll have to get up at some point, but just not right now. I'll savor this moment and enjoy it to the fullest while I... Fuck, it's a fox. Well, so much for that. I could have sworn I had more time. I'm an artist, I guess. With a smack, my paw swings down and collides aimlessly with the snooze button, extending my little period of bliss by 9 whole precious minutes. Although, after hitting the snooze, it's just not the same. My bliss is waning away. The alarm has snug its song to signal the beginning of the day. Any extra time spent in this bed only serves to make me more anxious, especially on a day like today. It's a very special day after all. It's my birthday. Today is the first day of the new job. Another day of being a retail worker. Just the way it's always been. It's the first day of the new job. Ever since I was a teenager, there was nothing I could do to escape this line of work. The thought of damn business associate's degree was supposed to keep me out of jobs like this, I thought. Life's really moving fast for me. A little over a week ago, I woke up in a different bed in a different town. For the past few nights, that was drowsy. In that drowsy sleeper stupor, I open my eyes and expect to see the bedroom I've slept in every night for the past 25 years. I think today's the first day I've been immediately cognizant of the fact that I'm waking up in a new bedroom. I guess that means the reality of the situation is starting to finally set in. Knock, knock, knock.
Yo, you alive in there? We gotta go. Chester's expecting us to be early.
Chester? And there's my other alarm. Can't ignore this one. Would be nice if April came with the snooze button. Certainly would be useful. Well, that's booping them on the nose, duh. Don't get me wrong. The first start that April was able to offer me and Mora has been nothing short of a miracle. Mora and I wouldn't have been able to move to Douglas otherwise. April's apartment was the only place that we could stay, so here we are. It was also April's recommendation that landed me this job, something I definitely needed. I'm forever grateful to her for this opportunity, but damn, I sure do wish she could just be more pleasant sometimes. Come in. Housekeeping. The knocking was much more aggressive this time. Oh, you tell me that it all ain't voice acted? Is it just the little intro bits? Heckin'. You hear me in there? I stuck my neck out for you, you know. I swear to God, if you make me late on your first day.
I'm up! I just need to use the bathroom and get dressed. I'll be ready in like 20 minutes.
And maybe just me. That voice sounds familiar, but it's probably just me. 15 minutes, Fox, or else you're going to have to order a super to get your ass to the shop. In all honesty, finding a rideshare driver right now sounds indefinitely more appealing than riding passenger in April's, would you just say, call it 2007 or 07? Yeah, probably 07 Trammy. Tamry? However, getting a super would probably cost me like $25. Considering I only have a little over $300 in my bank account right now, I'll take the April Express. I still struggle to understand what Mora sees in her. They've been in a long-distance relationship for a few months now. They're proper live-in girlfriends. I hope Mora isn't having second thoughts, because I certainly have. And if I hate my new job, yeah, I would worry about that. Especially since my first job out of college was going to work on a boat in the ocean. You can't really just quit one day, you know? What if I can't make any new friends? what if April and I can't get along and cause tension in our new home? I glance at the clock again. I need to get moving. There is no time for mulling over life choices. I remove the covers, swing my legs around, and sit up on the edge of the bed. All the blood is rushing to my head at this point. It's dizzying. Apparently, my head isn't the only place that all my blood was stored. Hi there, Morningwood. I'm sorry, but I just can't take care of you right now. I know you're mad because I haven't been able to pay attention to you during the move, but I'm gonna need to calm you down. What, right now? This penis is going to be the death of me. I need to think with the head on my shoulders. With a head? Not with the one in my shaft. Gotta focus. I let out a huge yawn in the hopes the grogginess will vacate my body. All at once, using my escaping breath as a vehicle. No such luck, though. It's early. Way. Sorry, visual novels make me on. Too early for me. I'm going to need some serious caffeine to make it through the day. Same, bruh. My need for extra bedtime be damned, though. Capitalism demands the blood and sweat of another worker. As much as I would love to protest, my bank account needs paychecks. Badly. I shift up to my feet and trudge to my bedroom door. I tread a few paces down the hall, then find my bathroom on the opposite end. Yes, my bathroom. Oh man, no stinking girls allowed. I never had the privilege of having a bathroom like this. Oh, to myself before, I always had to share with mom and dad growing up. However, the tables have finally turned. It's my domain, my kingdom. I can use the throne as long as I want. I can share it with confidence, knowing that others aren't using my expensive shampoo. Plus, any enemas, sex toys, condom boxes, or embarrassing creams no longer need to be elaborately hidden. That's the one thing I do hate about... I live with my parents because, hey, why get a place that I might not be at home for 6 months if I can just keep it at home? Because if I was away for 6 months, my apartment becomes a storage unit, one I still have to pay the same amount of money for. But also living at home, I don't gotta pay rent, which is great. There's also other things like they don't bug me to go visit them because I'm already here. But the thing is, while I do have a bathroom myself, it's at the opposite end of the house. So, I have to dress if I want to go to the bathroom. And I can't, it's a little extra thing where it's well, do I walk my sex toys from my room to the bathroom? I have to hide them in I don't know, a towel or something like that. Which, good thing nobody asked to, see me or ask questions. Anyways, this is my place, and I use how I please. Make use of the toilet. That's done. Check my face. It's good. Now, to brush these pearly white spears of mine, I take some extra time to ensure to get every nook and cranny through this mod. Finally, some mouthwash to top it all off. I should stay mini fresh all day. Dinner on time, no musky pits. I have a few to choose from, which I go with on my first day. Pepper sounds good, I guess. Salmon black pepper seems to be good one. Fresh, pleasant, and not obnoxious. This isn't middle school anymore. Hatchet body spray ain't gonna cut it. Hatchet? I think in Texas we would say ratchet. Or at least, my little sister's generation would. I just use regular deodorant. I don't use... It would be interesting to use black pepper. It smells like sandalwood. I turn to my room to gander the clock once more. 7:33. Cutting close. I want to leave before 1:45. I still want to make sure I have enough time to make a quick coffee to chug on the ride. I need to get dressed now. And another side note, when I would wake up, before I would wake up late when I would go to work, and it would be 15 minutes or 30 minutes, but these days I like to wake up earlier so I can enjoy coffee before going to work. And the commute's good too because it's you walk out of one room and into another. because it's on a boat. I quickly strip off my pajamas and toss them in the hempo. I'm gonna have to censor that. Now, if having my own bathroom weren't good enough, this is the chair on top of my new living accommodations. My very own walk-in closet. I was stunned to find out that I get to have it all to myself. People told me there'd be no formal dress code for work. I have free reign here. But like I said, I think I'll start with something that'll give a nice first impression. Let's get this outfit put together. Click. Let's see. All the colored shirts I have don't seem to have any that don't have a company logo embroidered and patched on the breast. Oh, like not your past workplaces, but like Abercrombie and Finch or something? I tend to keep the uniforms from my previous employers. Oh, so it is the former. Why throw away free clothes? I find plain maroon one that I actually did wear for a previous job. No logos to be found on this one. I think this one came from Wayne and Sons, a farm supply company. Those cheapsates didn't have enough money to spend on patches or embroidery. Either way, it looks nice. It's definitely a keeper. Pants, pants, pants. Need to find my best slacks. Some of these are a little battle worn. Wore some of these bad boys for years, day in, day out. I have to squeeze out all the value I can and take care of them. A wise man once said, "You take care of your slacks, they take care of you." However, I do have a nice, brand new pair. I managed to convince my supervisor from my last job to order them for me right before I quit. Now that's value. I got to keep pants since it was extra large rear, because as extra large were tailored for my bushy foxtail. No way they're going to be able to reuse these pants for a future employee. Suck my shit, mattress share house. I get to have my pants and wear them too. Alright, time to find the rest of the ensemble. Built nice brown alligator leather never lets me down. So, are there not scalies in this universe? It is kind of weird. Socks. Regular black socks will get the job done. Shoes. I trust the shoes always do the trick. Now comes the trick question. The underwear. I could go with the usual comfortable briefs, but what if I wanted to sacrifice a little comfort for a confidence boost? Segregated from the pedestrian underwear, I have risque collection, jock straps, designer briefs, and thongs galore. I would like to try panties. Sexy or casual? Sexy. I don't think that's too sexy. I mean, it can be sexy, but it isn't lacy, you know? We're going sexy today. This confidence boost really come in handy. I just have the thing to do. Just have the thing too. This new black and white jockstrap, bought from Dramazon. Always easy to find cheap undies there. Bought it on a whim and haven't really regretted it. It was a good deal, and it managed to be decently comfortable too. It's snug, but not tight. I wouldn't want to wear it every day, but today is definitely one of those days. I have to admit though, these look pretty damn good on me. Visually, the fit looks just right. The front patch provides some nice fit, giant goods that really bring my bulgy wogy to the center of focus. I love how this little illusion makes my bulge appear larger than it actually is. The whole garment, in and of itself, it's just tantalizing. It's literally the most revealing piece of clothing a man can practically wear. Just one small step away from full nudity, being that close creates a type of tension that absolutely enraptures me. Alright, can't let my mind wander too much. Do we keep these on? Sure, let's see where this goes. Yeah, this'll do. Need to stay focused. I can't let my horny thoughts distract me too much. Morning would finally die down to a chirp. I don't need to fight off another bone right now. I need to get fully dressed. It's almost time to go. Suit. There we go. Not too shabby. Look like a respectable young man on his way to his new job. I'm really grateful for this full-length mirror. It really is the first line of defense against any fashion faux pas. Faux pas? Maybe this will help me pay more attention to how I present myself. This could give me a little edge in I need to try dating again. Yeah, I need to try dating again. I just kind of fell in, I don't know. Go away, those thoughts. Lord knows I could use all the help I can get in finding a good man. Or a man. Glance back over the clock. Shit, it's already 7:40. We're leaving. I need to get my coffee. I reach my desk and grab my phone, wallet, keys, the trifecta. Well, it's more like phone, wallet, and key. My old car key is now absent from the keychain. Giving up the car was one of the unfortunate sacrifices I needed to make so we could afford to move. That's everything I need. Let's do this. I might need to censor that. I don't know. Like, there was one thing where it's like, it kind of looks a little risque and like Dawn Course, but not really. But this is a bit much. A few steps out of the short hallway, I find myself face to face with the alarm clock. I can't snooze. It's a hyena. Also, let me just take a picture so I don't forget about this. There you are. Come on, we're going. Hold on, let me get coffee first. No time, dude. You should have thought twice of that while you were dilly-dallying. No time. No time? I need this coffee. I'm going to be dysfunctional my first day without it. I can't do that. You can't do this to me.
Oh, come on, April. I really need this coffee today. I can make it in like 2 seconds.
No worries, sunshine. I got you.
I did my best to make it a double from Tom's. Figured you're gonna need it today. Okay, there is a question I'd like to ask. Why is it that, like, there's a little bit of voice acting, but not a lot? Like, to emphasize some scenes or something? Not sure. Maura gives me a paper cup with a lid, a large-sized one. She even put a little paw-protected sleeve on it for me. My saving grace, my Java Jesus, my cafe conservator. Thank you. I don't know what I would have done without my coffee. Ah, it's my pleasure. She flashes me a signature bubbly grin. Oh my fucking god. If you two are done being heteros, we need to get going. April was pointing at her wrist, tapping a watch that wasn't there.
Ouch! You wound me with your cruel and nasty words.
It do be like that. Maura made a melodramatic pearl-clutching type gesture. Well, if we're doomed to be cursed with heterosexuality, I guess we could try dating again? Nuh-uh, not gonna happen. You broke my little sophomore heart, remember? So wait, are they? I thought they were dating, or were they not dating? Maura lets out a chuckle. She looks down at the ground, her eyes a bit lost. Perhaps reminiscent times we don't talk about these days. Wait, was it me? Oh, okay, so we were dating. I thought it was her saying it. Yeah, I know. You're still figuring out your sexuality. I still figured out my sexuality and gender. Not good timing for either of us to try dating, let alone try dating each other. She directs her gaze towards April. So yeah, we had a little crush on pre-transition me, and we tried dating. Didn't pan out, obviously. Being friends works much better. Like, I'm just seeing the hyena on the right being like, yeah, fun story, but we got a job to go to, so hop motherfuckers. It's moments like these that I realize that it feels like a lifetime ago since Maura started her transition. She's come so far since when we first met in grade school. Coming out as gay for me in our small hometown was already quite a nightmare, but her coming out as trans with the parents she had, the fact that she's still here, living, breathing, and talking to us is nothing short of a miracle. I'm so proud to call her my best friend. Mora looked at April expectantly, but April's expression was completely void of interest. Don't you have anything to say about this bombshell I just dropped on you? Mora lets out a chuckle. Hyenas. No, you're my girl now. That's all that matters. Why would I give a shit if you bumped butts 10 if you two bumped butts 10 years ago? Also, I do have a penis, because I'm a hyena. Or pseudo-penis? Another snicker left Moore's lips at that remark.
Okay, listen. We did not bump any
No, there was that one time where we got drunk.
Oh my god. I literally don't give a shit, dude. We don't have time to take a trip down memory lane. We have to go now.
I have to go now. I mean, I'm sorry, voice acting is... I'm not saying it's bad voice acting, but it kind of sounds like if I'm... That voice acting kind of sounds like if I was doing voice acting, but, you know, my parents are outside the door, because sometimes I'm like, and then the penis goes in the vagina, and I'm kind of quiet or something like that. Actually, that would be a complete lie, because I don't think I've ever done a visual novel. Actually, no, there's, bugger, what is that thing? Sugar Lane, yeah. If we're allowed to change one thing about April, if I were allowed, it would be her tendency to interrupt me. God, I hate that. Yes, I hate that too. Yeah, fine. I'm ready when you are. I take a quick sip of coffee. Oh wow. Just like Tom's double-double. It's a shame that there aren't any franchises around here. Is that supposed to be like Tim Hortons? April gives Moore a quick kiss on the lips. Cute. Love you. Call you on my break. Love you, yo. Drive safe, puppy. I don't know what I'd do without Mio. There's no other soul out there like her. In my never-ending quest to make my best friend laugh and smile, I feel a strong urge to act out in a silly way. And the least I can do for her, since she gave me coffee, I'm feeling particularly emboldened by the crazy caffeine buzz I have going on.
Bye, Mo! I also love you!
It do be like that. I shout to her in jovial tone. April buries her face in both her paws and starts pacing the front door. Moore just giggles. I love you too, you goof. Please don't drive my girlfriend crazy today. No promises. Again, when I say a thing and the game also does it. I follow after April to the door. Time to go. I did it. I chugged the whole thing in less than 10 minutes. I'm caffeinated, motivated, and ready to go wherever the day is in store for me. The ride is mostly quiet. I figured I'd already made April mad enough and didn't want to prod her any further. While she focused on driving, my mind was abuzz, thinking to myself about all the possible situations and scenarios that could play out today. Some were more realistic than others. Like getting railed in the back. What if work was super hard, ooh, and I ended up not liking it? What if they're all assholes, and I can't get along with anybody? What if this whole time April is a person trafficker, and I'm about to be sold as a sex slave? That's kind of my fantasy, but never mind. I must consider everything, especially since I'm finding myself in unfamiliar territory with this new job. Yeah, I've worked retail for years, but I've never worked in a music store. Don't get me wrong, I love music. In all honesty, I would open up Spotify Pit Pie right now and listen to new Dapper album again if April would let me. I also enjoy the occasional shower or driver's seat karaoke experience while jamming to my favorite tunes. I'm almost certainly horrid at singing. But can a fox indulge himself in pop star fancies every once in a while? Aside from awful vocals, I'm not a musician in any way. I never learned how to play any instruments. All I remember from music class was Elvis' guitar broke down Friday. It's unclear why Chester chose me for his team. Chester. Since he's going to be my new boss, I imagine I'll be spending a good amount of time with him today. Maybe I can pick his brain about it. It's just peculiar how he interviewed me on the phone and offered me this position during the very same call. It do be like that sometimes. I'm not sure what that means for me. I've had that happen maybe twice. Like, I've done a lot of interviews and got not a lot of jobs. But there's been twice where it's like, did the interview, and on my way back, I heard from the people. It was nice. And I got those jobs. April slows the car down and enters the... sorry, radio mixing on. Enters the turn lane, followed by the right turn. Looks like we're here. We turn off the main road into a sizable parking lot with quite a large building situated in the back. This is the place. It's a lot bigger than I expected for a music shop. We pull closer and catch the view with the vinyl graphic overlaid on a large window in front. Chronicles, music retail, cafe, and venue. When I first heard April describe this place, it all sounded a bit strange. The joint sells instruments, is a music venue for live concerts, and serves coffee? Considerably, a music retailer and a music venue would work together harmoniously as a single business unit, retailer and venue. Is that the same thing? Also checking the time? Okay. But I also throw a mix... to also throw a cafe into the mix seems a bit overkill to me. April pulls the car into the section of the parking lot that's located off to the side. She parks next to 3 other cars. One's an older luxury car. Next to it is a newish-looking economy crossover. Next to that is a sporty-looking sedan. Not quite a street race car, but certainly not cheap. She parks and takes the keys out of the ignition. Looks like the whole gang's here today. Those were all Chester, Dave, and Pat's cars. Oh, okay. Is that our old team? That's the squad. If you didn't remember, Chester's the boss. Dave is Chester's husband. He owns the cafe. Pat works the same position as we do, but he helps a lot at the cafe nowadays. Wait, Chester has a husband? I didn't know that.
Yeah, dude. People are gay sometimes. You, of all people, should know that.
Wait, people are gay sometimes? In the furry world? Since when? I mean, I've only played Dawn Chorus and... Let me bring up the list. Dawn Chorus. Okay, Echo is in dating sim. Kimo Coliseum, Morinatsu, Shelter. Sugar Lane's actually straight. Sileo. Space Pause is also straight. I should also put that on our other list. The Smoke Room. And a few others. And only in most of those did everyone turn out to be gay. She quips with a monotone. Let's reset my face to moved about a bunch. Monotone, at this slight hint of snark. I've already had it up to here with her. It's not even 8 a.m.
Well, I get that, but I wasn't expecting him to be gay too, you know?
I know, just yanking your chain. Ooh. Line up a little. Or line up a little? I don't really enjoy this type of yanking. Ooh, but whatever. But for real though, he and his husband are kinda like pillars of the LGBT plus community around here. He'll organize and fundraise for pride events and stuff. He also likes to hire young queer people like us when he can. Interesting. Is that legal? At the very least, it's ethically questionable. I mean, here's the thing. If straight people can fire people for being gay or, evict people out of, apartments for being, LGBT and stuff, then having one person hire some, I don't know. I live in Texas. At the very most, it might be legally protected stuff to be able to do that. And at the very least, it's maybe not legally protected, but people would definitely just look the other way and stuff. So I wouldn't get my knickers in twist about the boss doing the opposite. I exit the car and follow behind April. She leads me behind the building to a door situated next to a few dumpsters. I guess this is our employee entrance. Man, it must be a big place if we got a break room. Or sorry, set my face. The room we enter seems to be an employee break room and storage. Break rooms are places where people take breaks in. Sorry. Inside are some lockers, a round table with some chairs, and copies of boxes stacked on industrial metal wire shelves. It's a bit cramped here, but everything seems to be stored neatly. April walks in and makes a beeline for the module located on the opposite wall. Looks like it's an electric time clock type device. She punches in a sequence of numbers and places her index on the scanner. The module screen grows bright green. Wait, do they do that where they have a finger scanner for those things? That would suck. 2 minutes to spare. I think clocking in earlier than that. Keep that in mind. Her tone is stern as she scolds me. Why can't she cut me a little slack here? Let's go find Chester. She walks towards the door that leads out of the break room into the next room and follows suit. Well, so that hyena is cute. Connecting the rooms was a two-way swing door equipped with plastic sanitary seals that scraped against the floor and ceiling as it opened. Wait, this place has a kitchen? I mean, I guess it's not just a place that serves coffee. Does it, like, serve confectionaries and stuff? When I stepped through the door, I could have sworn I died and found myself in sweet, sweet confectionery heaven. That sanitary seal does a brilliant job of preventing air exchange because I didn't smell a thing until now. All around me was a smell of sweet pastries, baking in hot ovens, accompanied by the comforting scent of freshly brewed coffee. It was this moment that I was starkly reminded that I didn't have breakfast. My stomach was not happy about that fact, that I was smelling all of this delicious food and not eating any of it. From the looks of it, I guess it's a small kitchen? Kitchens are where food is made. I never worked in food service, but I'm not quite sure how large commercial kitchens are supposed to be. A large stainless steel island dominates the center of the room, with pots and pans hanging above. The perimeter of the room is populated by all manners of kitchen equipment, ovens, stoves, refrigerators, countertops, all of which is outfitted with spotless and shiny stainless steel surfaces. The countertops are decorated with small kitchen appliances and mixers, blenders, and microwaves. The condition of all of it is immaculate. The kitchen was spotless, and the floors were pristine. Every surface was flawless sheen. It was that my attention was drawn to the two individuals responsible for the wonderful aromas dancing happily in my nostrils, a skunk and a collie. Would date the one on the left. I don't know, there's something about boys that kind of look like that. I mean, I did. It's story time. Back in my day, I did. Okay, I'm not that old, but like, the first person I kind of. Okay, no. Well, I dated somebody that looked like that. Glasses, those ear thingies, was a barista. We still see each other from time to time. But they're in another town. Ooh. The skunk is quite a large man. I stand at the average height, and he's a few inches taller, perhaps 6'2". Everybody's tall. He's quite plump, and very pleasantly so. Good lord, showman hat like him are quite a delicacy. Next to him stands a border collie, who is in the process of icing pastries on the adjacent counter, situated along the room's perimeter. What a gem he is too. He stands a bit shorter than me, and seems to have a very fit frame. A trim and firm frame like his is also a treat. Actually, I'm into all body types. I'm a grimly omnivore when it comes to tasting men's bodies. Not only do I enjoy a variety of body types, but I want to sample them all. Ho. Maybe if I play my cards right, I could sample one of these two studs. Wait. Fucking stop. What am I doing? I haven't even talked to these guys yet. I'm already having wild fantasies about them. I mean, a fox can dream. What the hell was wrong with me? Oh wait, I know exactly what's wrong with me. I haven't gone off at all this past week during the move. think since I've discovered masturbating, I haven't gone 10 days or a week without doing it. Because, it's fun and all that stuff. I'm in serious trouble unless I can get...
Well, here's our new guy.
The skunk. Oh, that was like high-pitched right there. But it do be like that. I mean, he's talking. The skunk turned towards me and set down a bowl and rubber spatula he was holding. A wide and warm grin spread across his face. I put the audio up, the music up just a smidge. There we go. Spatula he was holding a wide and warm grin spread across his face.
Ooh, April. Found me another cute one, didn't you?
Oh, I'm gonna type like a bottom. Anyways, the collie speaks out while still icing the tray of pastries. He's still facing the tray of car-blooded delights, while only offering me and April a side glance as he continues his task. Wait, me? Is he calling me cute? April implied that some of my co-workers are going to be queer. I didn't expect one to start shamelessly flirting with me the instant I walked through the door. I looked to April to find some sort of reassurance here. All she did was roll her eyes at the collie's comment. Was this happening? Have we stepped right into the place of business? Was I being pranked? Where are all the hidden cameras? Am I actually about to get trafficked? Pat, be nice. Chester was clear about his stance on you being flirty with their new friend here. The skunk's tone was very firm, but positive, almost like a teacher trying to positively reinforce good behavior for a student. With the skunk statement, I was able to glean quite a bit of information. Neither of them is Chester, by his admission. Since the collie is Pat, that means the skunk must be Dave. I know, I'm just messing. How's it going, man? The collie's gaze is now fixed on my dick, on me when he spoke. His body is still positioned towards the pastries. Hi, I'm good. Excited to be here. I gave Pat a wave, getting a good look at his face. He's quite a handsome dog. Someone as attractive as him is really calling me cute. Is that a joke? That would be a great punchline, wouldn't it? Tease me and try to get my hopes up. This was always a shitty game the bullies would play on the queer kids in high school.
Happy to hear it, bud. I'm Dave, and this group all over here is Pat. It's great to finally meet you. Welcome to the family.
You want to try my Kentucky Fried Chicken? Sorry, I had to. He examined this. I was just thinking of southern accents. They're not as strong here in like Houston. The big city. No, there's lots of Houston. Anyways, he exclaimed this while making the smile even wider and warmer. Gosh, he was also incredibly handsome. Gorgeous eyes and cozy plump cheeks. Ooh, like which cheeks? The top ones or the bottom ones? Anyways, Dave approaches me. I was prepared to shake his paw, but it looks like he wants more than that. Big ol' hug. His arms were spread wide open. Come here, buddy. I'm a hugger. Oh shit. This gorgeous, tall man is going to burn me in a soft, warm bosom. Lord help me. I'm expecting a bit of a casual hug. Quick, less than 2 seconds. Less than 2 seconds. We're all about our day. We all go about our day. Sorry, I can read, but sometimes I just can't. Or like a sentence is properly written, but it just throws me for a loop. Dave is on a completely different page though. I open my arms hesitantly, and Dave pulls me into one of the most intimate and tight hugs I've ever experienced. Certainly the most intimate embrace I've ever shared with a stranger. Ooh. He holds me tight in a vice-like grip, with my face buried in his chest. God, his chest is so soft. It was so much cushion and fluffed. He gently rocks me back and forth and gives me some slow, gentle rubs. He's a very active hugger, isn't he? Holy fuck, I need this hug quick before I start poking him. Get out of it, hug. I make the executive decision, to terminate the embrace with a gentle yet reassured pull. Cool. Thanks, Dave. I mutter sheepishly. It's at that point that I'm starting to feel overwhelmed. Regardless of my pent-up predicament, Dave is being allotted this moment. Dave seems to have gotten the message and lets out a chuckle.
Sorry, bud. Chester tells me I need to work on asking before I just go up and hug on fellas. I'll be more mindful next time.
Just old hugging them. Upon hearing a hug on fellas is where I notice a southern drawl. I'm a bit of a sucker for cute accents like this. It's really going to take a lot of strength to get through the day, huh? It's okay. Just surprise me, is all. I never had coworkers act so friendly towards me on the first day. Well, this ain't no ordinary place to work. You'll find that Chester is going to take a real good care of you. Ain't that right? He glances over at Pat to coax out a response. Pat is so diligently attending his icing. He's definitely the best boss I've ever had, that's for sure. His response seems quite natural and unforced. He's not trying to flatter because the boss's husband had asked the question. Pat sits down the icing bag and turns towards me entirely, offering me his undivided attention. I think you're gonna have a good time here. Pat extends his right paw for a shake, and I oblige. I grip his grip is gentle, yet firm.
Nice to meet you, dude. I'm not much of a hugger myself. If I was gonna hug you, I'd be liable to nip your neck.
Ah, don't. He sneered, staring directly into my eyes with a coy smile and a wink. Oh jeez, his flirting is definitely giving an effect on me. I feel butterflies in my stomach, and the head starts to spin and swim. With that, my heart flutters. Looking at Pat's eyes, his pupils dilate, and his brows raise, he lets out the quickest chuckle. Just barely loud enough for me to hear. Fuck, he smelled that, didn't he? Can you smell arousal like that? Especially that instantaneously? The worker lupine breeds always have an acute sense of smell. He certainly smells hormones and pheromones at paw shake distance, my little adrenaline rush being no exception. I really have to be aware around this one. Do my best to collect myself. Yeah. Good to meet you too, Pat. We immediately broke our paw shake. I turned to April. She's looking at me with a slight smirk on her face. She could have warned me about these two, but she didn't. This is her little revenge for making me run today, isn't it? That crafty hyena. Chester's over there in his office. I'll take you to him if you're ready. I turned to April. You good? You good with opening up the front of the house while we get him all set up, Apes? Apes? It's the first time I heard that nickname for her. Mora never used it. Oh yeah, I'll be good. She's always this satisfied grin on her face, and thumbs up. She says this with a satisfied grin. She walks through the kitchen doors and leaves us to it. When you're ready, here's the way. Sorry, I've suddenly devolved it into, I'm an old prospector. And there's gold in them hills. Dave leads me out to the kitchen to the next room. The door leads the way behind the counter of the cafe. Lying in the cafe, I immediately spot the pastry display cabinets. Yeah, this is a step up besides just coffee. An espresso machine, a resistor, even a small flat grill. Like, I went to a cat cafe, like, not too long ago, and I was saddened that they only seem to have, like, coffee. And I mean, like, coffee or coffee with milk. No mochas. Sad. Nice cats, though. This is legit. This is a full-blown operation with fresh food and fresh brews. With each successive room I've toured on the shop, I've become more and more excited and pressed. This helps put my mind at ease, despite the tension I've endured so far. I look around the counter to find several tables and chairs in the dining space. It's quite a spacious dining area. Just like the kitchen, the space is spotless. The tile floors are practically glowing, and the tables and chairs were neatly arranged and ready for customers. One thing I found curious was that the cafe seems to be entirely enclosed, the walls completely surrounded only by a restaurant. It was almost like the cafe you'd want to find in a mall, perhaps. There's one door that seems to exit outside, the other that exits to the front of the house, as Dave called it. Dave spoke as we continued to walk.
There's a cafe. We got coffees, pastries, and some lunch sandwiches for sale. It's only open from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. Every day the shop's open.
Okay, I'll stop. It's hard to go back to regular kind of westerny. We'll see about getting you back here during lunchtime so you can see how it flows. Sure, sounds good. With me in tow, Dave guides me to the cafe's main seating area and to the front of the doors. The bell situated above the door chimes, signaling the person has entered or exited. The separate room is enclosed in the cafe space. Separate from the enclosed cafe space, you venture out to a music store, which is huge. I'm curious, look at the size of that. It's either a small piano or big couches. I'm sorry, I had to be a dear. Instruments line the perimeter walls of the showroom. Many. Sorry. I did do visual novels earlier. I'm doing it now. It's been tiring. Display up high and out of reach. Guitars, brass instruments, woodwind instruments, and anything else you can think of. In the center of the large space, there are clusters of electronic keyboards, drums, and even a couple of pianos. Well, there's at least one. Along the back walls, a cluster of shelves housed several records, all neatly organized. Every product in sight was kept in immaculate condition. The light trickling through the windows of the shop shined brilliantly on every surface. The floor in the space is carpeted, also kept pristine like the cafe. I'm also finding an electric set of furniture peppered throughout the shop. Not electric. Electric? They range from small bar stools to big comfy couches. Lots of places to park your ass while I sample the merchandise, I guess. Situated across the cafe entrance is a counter space with 2 registers and glass display cases housing smaller merchandise. This story April found herself fidgeting in one of the registers.
Impressive, ain't it?
Yeah, wow. I wasn't expecting such a massive space.
Yep, could you believe this all started with that cafe?
This whole building used to be a strip mall back in the day, 20 years ago. While Douglas was just a small town, this place was a happening spot. He stops in his tracks and gestures around the building, pointing at the inside counters.
At any time, there would be about 4 businesses operated under this one roof. They'd be little restaurants, barbecue joints, pharmacies, barbers.
His speech is trailing off a bit. He's taking a trip down memory lane, isn't he? When Chester and I got married, he wanted us to start a business and pursue my passion for baking. He and I scrapped up all the money from our savings, took out a couple of business loans, and we bought out one of the failing cafes here. We stripped it down, built it back up, and made it our own. He pointed towards the cafe behind us. This whole building looked real different back in the day. Imagine if you walked in the front door, but instead of just seeing what's here now, it was just a long, narrow hallway with 2 individual stores on each side. He draws my attention to the building's main entrance as he continues to gesture with his paws to help better illustrate this description. He's painting quite a picture. I don't know why I'm craving cashews. I am kinda hungry. After we remodeled and opened the cafe,
It turned out we were a big hit. We're making so much moolah that Chester decided to open a small guitar shop in one of the adjacent units, went to pursue his passion next. As years went by, he kept expanding and buying out all the other shops until we purchased the whole building. That's when we started tearing down walls and such. Chester had to be real business savvy for all of our purchases. The owners of the mall were quite happy to have us pay rent instead of having us own the building outright. But after some persuasion and business finagling, here we are. Finagling? Does he mean finagling? How charming. Or fan-angling. Wow, that's amazing you two could pull that off.
It's all thanks to that Chazzy boo of mine. I just get all gussied up and bake stuff.
Playfully bats his eyes at me. You dang adorable skunk with your heartwarming ass success story. Even after all of that, I'm still left bewildered by the functionality of this business model. I guess I'll find out how it all works after we open. Don't make me think of food anymore. Dave directs me to the far side of the building. We pass through rows and rows of merchandise. That's when I notice a rather large stage. It must be 3 feet high, and has plenty of space for a decent-sized band. It's adorned with a display of amplifiers, guitars, and drum kits, all neatly arranged. And here's the stage. We try to have concerts once or twice a month. When it's not used for performances, we display some of the expensive products here. I don't really know how to delineate any of the expensive products from what's cheaper. They all look like instruments to me. I guess I have a lot to learn. He directs me up to the top stage, using a set of stairs. There was a curtain spanning the ceiling, from the ceiling to the floor. Dave pushed the curtain aside, walked through, and motioned for me to do the same. Found ourselves in the backstage area. Looks like another miraculous storage space. I imagine this is where all the performers store their equipment before the show. Situated in the back corner was another enclosed room. Dave directs me to the door. Entryway is a single wooden door with an opaque window. On the window, there's a graphic that reads, Chester Halford. Dave opens the door and gestures for me to walk through. I took a couple of steps inside, with Dave trailing behind me. It's a very small room, with a long hailing ceiling and small furniture. Sorry, I'm just messing. Hey Chaz, I've collected our new friend. Chester's desk hut is a spacious and well-kept surface. On top of the surface is a few stacks of paper and a small laptop and assortment of stuff. It's constructed of beautiful, lathered dark that gives it a brilliant sheen. Desk situated in the back room, some distance away from the wall, in position that allows him to directly view the office door while working. Sitting in a large leather chair behind the desk is a woven man hunched over some papers. Unlike Pat, Chester is an unselected breed of lupin. Unselected? I'm not sure what that means. Some folks refer to them as pure lupins, but that terminology isn't very politically correct nowadays. So unselected means pure? Some folks are... Oh, so he's not like crossbreeded with any lupins? It seems like Lady Luck is playing yet another cruel joke on me today. The wolf is absolutely stunning. He far surpasses the standards of ordinary men. He's unreasonably handsome. He turns his attention away from the papers and gazes up at me.
Ah, there he is. Good to finally see you in the flesh.
Very quiet compared to the rest of people.
Hey, Chester. Good to meet you too.
Jesus Christ. What the fucking fuck was that? He didn't even say, good to meet you. Why did I say, good to meet you too? Stupid. Good to meet me? We already met on the phone. That's it. I'm officially the biggest moron in the world. I'm done. Reputation destroyed.
I'm just going to have to take April's keys, remove the plates from her trammy, and just drive to the Yukon and start over. Oh, so they live in like North United States or whatever? Chester lets out a hearty chuckle, interrupted my mini panic episode.
I'm just yanking your chain, son. We like to have fun here.
Yay, fun. Must everyone yank my chain today? Juicer directs his gaze towards
Isn't
Dave.
that right, love?
Not too much fun now, honey. This one's feeling a little overwhelmed today.
So he can't split him like a sundae just yet.
I guess I'm hiding my discomfort very well. Why can't my little nervous breakdowns be kept within the confines of my dumb head? Plus, acting so nervous all the time really doesn't help the whole skittish fox stereotype. Oh, I'm sure he'll be fine. I know he's just gonna fit right in. He looks over in my eyes for a few seconds, and eye contact starts to feel overwhelming fast. I reflexively look away. It's okay. I know the first day can be nerve-wracking, but you're here to learn, and all I can do is ask you to do your best. That gives me a little reassurance. Maybe I'm just working myself up too much for no good reason. I mean, nobody expects anything from the new guy on the first day, right? He gives you a small smile and stands up from his desk. He then directs his questions to Dave. Shall we? It's almost quarter after. Aren't you forgetting something? Oh, yes. You can spell your name out for me. No, you can't spell your name out for me? I need to give you a name tag. Eddie. Oh, yes. I could have figured that out. Better safe than sorry, though. It would be funny if I just... bottom speak. Huh. Okay. Oh, part of me was like, how would that go? Though, it's interesting. I wonder how they did that. If it's like too long, or do they register a bunch of names, and if it wasn't one of those names, then it would have done that. Something easily missed but quality. Just types the letters into a small device on his desk that prints out a small, clear, plastic tab with my name printed on it. It takes off the paper back in the exposure from the adhesive and smears the tab onto a generic name badge. Tessera stands up and approaches me with the name badge in paw. He gives me the badge. It's small, rectangular metal shape, a plate that has a metallic backing. Score! I hate the sharp and pokey pin fasteners. I quickly affix it on my shirt, just over my right breast. Ooh. Looks good. I am forgetting one more thing though. Dolph reaches out with his right paw for a shake, oblige, and take his paw into mine. Welcome team, buddy. Happy to finally have you. I think that's... yeah. But that's a good time to call it, since we're at the hour mark, and, we've met, maybe not all the cast characters, but a bunch. Anyways, Tuda grins spreads across his face as he firmly grips my paw. Damn, I could have been like, he firmly grips my paw. Anyways, that's gonna be the end of Quick Look. So, before I forget, if you want me to do this game, then put it in the comments, and I'll knock it up higher on the list. Oh yeah, while I'm at it, do I have Soul Creek put on the thing? Where is it? I don't have it on the VNs to do. How odd. This one's chord progressions. Okay. Yeah, I need to do that. So Greek +1. So like anytime somebody's like, hey, do this game, then I put a +1 on it, and having the highest amount of +1s doesn't mean it's gonna be the next thing that's gonna be on the... Oh yeah, there it is, +1. I guess put that one +2 then, since somebody already did that. But yeah, if you want me to do this game, it increases when I think how high I would put it on the list, of things to do. Because after Echo's gonna have a lot of episodes, but after Echo finishes, actually then it's Arches. Game of Colosseum might be getting to its thing because we did hit a bump, and then, or at the end of content, but then they extended that. But then I don't actually know how far that goes into new stuff. Dawn Course, we're breaching into day 3, but yeah, now everybody's thing's done, we can easily run right over that. Sileo, we still have like Ty's route to do. And we haven't even finished his, what's his name, Diego's. The Smoke Room, that's going to be there for a while. And Sugar Lane, not sure how far that's going to go. Until we need to do other stuff. Yeah, the end of this Let's Play. Or quick look. So, yeah man, guys, I like games, so would you like, dislike, tips, as always. If you like me, you and Alexia Crow, then please subscribe and check out every step of Crow. Please remember to expand your animals to control the population. And if you want me to, oh, right, I already did that. But if you want to play this game, it's for free, available for free on itch.io, which is where I got it. And if you want people that make this game and or get the newest versions earlier, you can go to Patreon. $3 for 2 days ahead of public, or $6 a month for $6 a month. Yeah, to get it 2 months, weeks. I'm looking here, 2 weeks earlier. Anyways, I'm gonna get myself some snacks because I am hangry. And until next time, on to the quick look. Me, GamerWolfSix of some other game. See ya.